Good morning, everyone. Today we're moving on with the brilliance of Pompey, lines 43 to 54.
Maiores nostri, saepe, mercatoribus aut navicularis nostris ignorosius tractatis. So often, saepe, let me just get my highlighter going. Often, nostris maiores, our ancestors, gecerunt bella, waged wars. Tractatis is the verb governing this ablative absolute which follows. So I'd say when nostris navicularis aut mercatoribus is what we would start with. So when our tradesmen or ship owners, tractatis, had been treated with injuriosius, somewhat unjustly. Vos, you, tot, this is our second ablative absolute, tot millibus civium Romanorum ununt nuntio atque uno tempore necatis. You, since so many, okay, so since so many tot, so many thousands, civium Romanorum, partitive genitive of Roman citizens, necatis had been killed, uno nuntio by one message, atque uno tempore. So by one message is ablative of instrument, and also atque uno tempore, ablative time when, at one time. Quo tandem animo esse debatis. Right, so we have here an ablative of description in quo animo, so describing the state of the subject, who is esse vos. Okay, so we come back to vos. You, I guess, in what or with what animo, state of mind, debatis, should you, esse, be, tandem, at last, or put more nicely, as the book guides us, what in the world, so quo tandem, what in the world should, debatis, should, animo, your attitude, esse, be. Legati quod erant appellati superbius. So legati is outside of the quod clause here. So quod because ambassadors were addressed, had been addressed rather, erant had been addressed, superbius rather disrespectfully. Corinthum patres vestri totius Graeciae lumen extinctum esse voluerunt. At Corinth, patres vestri, your fathers, okay, so referring to our ancestors there, your fathers, voluerunt, wanted, that, so indirect statement, lumen, the light, totius Graeciae, of all of Greece, extinctum esse, the light of all of Greece, to be snuffed out or extinguished. All right, so at Corinth, your fathers wanted the light of all of Greece to be extinguished. Vos, again, vos, eum regem in ultum esse patiemini. So we'll frame this as a question. Do you suffer? Okay, do you endure patiemini? Do you allow, indirect statement, that eum, that man, esse, is, we might even say should be, regem, king, in ultum, unpunished. Okay, so do you allow that that man should be an unpunished king? Or even do you tolerate him as an unpunished king is another nice way of saying it. Qui legatum populi Romani consularum vinculis ac verberibus atque omni supplicio excruciatum ne cavit. Who, ne cavit, our final word in the sentence, killed, legatum, an ambassador, populi Romani, of the Roman people, consularem, of consular rank. All right, so an ambassador, consularum, of consular rank, populi Romani, of the Roman people. Excruciatum is what we go to next. Excruciatum, tortured. Vinculis, by chains, or more figuratively, by being locked up. Ac verberibus, and also verberibus, by lashings or beatings. Atque, and also omni supplicio, by every other punishment. Illi, those men, known tolerunt. So those men being your fathers. So those men did not tolerate libertatem, liberty imminutam, having been restricted. Okay, so a liberty having been restricted, so a restriction on their liberty, we might say, civium Romanorum, of the Roman people. And so we come to the end of the question. Vos, do you, negligatis, ignore a life snatched away? Vitam ereptam, a life snatched away. Ius legationis verba violatum illi persecuti sunt. Right, so our subject is illi at the very end. Those men, the ancestors again, those men, persecuti sunt, have avenged violatum ius, so a right legationis, so ius legationis, a right of an embassy or of an ambassador, violatum, violated, verbo, by a word. Okay, so infringed verbally. So those men have avenged a right of an ambassador infringed verbally. Vos, come to the question now. Vos, do you relinquetis? I suppose do nothing. Okay, so will you do nothing? Literally leave behind. So will you do nothing? Legatum for legatum, a legate, interfectum, killed, omni supplicio, by every punishment. Videte ne, ut illis pulcherrimum fuitantam vovis imperi gloriam tradere, sic vovis turpissimum sit, id quod accepistis, tueri et conservare non posse. I will start here with ut, and we'll come back to videte ne. So ut, just as pulcherrimum illis fuit, the finest, I suppose, the finest characteristics, we could say, were, fuit, were, illis, dative, were to those men. So just as they were the finest men, we would say, and tantam gloriam tradere, and handed so much, tantam, so much, gloria, vobis, to you, and its glory imperii, of their supremacy, so, and handed down, or handed to you so much of the glory of their empire, perhaps, or of their command. Videte ne, take care. So literally look, but we can say take care that you should not be. So vobis, the balanced phrase, vobis sit turpissimo, all work together here. So the most disgrace sit should not be yours, so vobis to you there. So that you should not be so very disgraceful. Take care that you should not be so very disgraceful, or the most disgraceful. Quod, because accepistis, you took on id, the task, tueri, to protect, et, and conservare, and non posse, and you were non posse, not able, conservare, to preserve, okay, or to protect. So once more, just really nicely, just as they were the finest men and handed you the great glory of their command, take care so that you should not be the most disgraceful, because you took on the task to protect and were not able to preserve. The task there being the command over that region. Thanks very much.